preacher. Find your evidence and find it fast. Live the lifestyle. Don't be scared, 'cause this is gonna pass. Hold your horses. Realize what this is all about. Bring me choices, bring me sympathy, and bring me down. Drop your baggage, ditch your plans or you won't understand. Be the reason, don't give in to any of their demands. Send a signal, make it clear that you know why you're here. Look for hours, save the days or else they'll disappear.
There it is.
Hello and welcome to Outside Yourself. I'm James.
And I'm Johnny.
And welcome. That was a track off our latest EP, Full Tilt Collective. There it is, Hold Your Horses. And it was recorded on this very drum set.
That is a beautiful looking set of drums. Beautiful looking set of drums. I really like that sort of like pearl effect finish.
Some say it looks like a bowling ball. Others say it looks really good. So thank you.
Nice. I wonder if you might tell us all a bit about your kit.
This is an SJC Custom drum kit, which I bought second hand. for a very available price. So we've got maple shells, and I actually can't tell you what ply they are, but they are very thin ply, so they're quite loud drums, especially the kick. It's loud and awesome. And we've got neighbours. Yeah. So yeah, we've got 13 by 8, 16 by 16, and 24 by 18 drums. Really cool. Like kind of buddy rich kind of sizes, old school sizes, but yeah, really cool. So yeah, maple shells, old school sizes, and this piece right here is the Mapex Black Panther Heartbreaker, which there's another video on. Check out the other video, Johnny snare, my snare, Black Panther Club. Yeah, so SJC, really cool. And yeah, when I bought it, and I've always been told don't buy a drum kit because it looks good. So I thought, these are the sizes I want, this is the shell kind of pack that I want, so I went for it. And then they came and I was like, they are really pink. But I actually like it. I've grown to like it. I think it's really cool. So yeah. Skins. Kind of similar to setup over here. We've got coated G2s on the toms and clear G1s on the reso, which is cool. And if you don't know Evan's names, the Remo equivalent is coated Emperors on top and clear Ambassador on bottom. So thicker than Ambassador is an Emperor, and so is a G2, thicker than a G1. So you get the kind of fat, fairly low tune thing that I think is cool. Really versatile, really cool. And on the bass, we've got an Evans EMAD batter and a Powerstroke 3, obviously came with the kit, the SJC logo, reso, and I think it sounds awesome.
Yeah, for sure. That sounded really nice. I'll tell you what,
Thank you.
I know you were saying about your tom mounting system and the fact that you thought that it was lacking.
Yeah, check out the video about Johnny's kit. His tom mounting system is something really cool. This isn't that.
However, I was going to say, one thing I do quite like is that sort of arm that you've got just over the kick, which is kind of cool. I've not seen that before on any kit.
Yeah, there's probably a reason for that, which is that you need a case that's 2 inches bigger than the drum.
Well, to be fair.
To get the drum in the case. Therefore, for this 24-inch drum, I need a 26-inch case. And I'm yet to find one that I can afford. I
take it back.
Yeah.
I did think it was cool.
It does. It looks cool. It is cool, and you can carry it with it. It's like a handle. Yeah. So those are the drums. Hardware. It's a mix, to be honest. These are the hoops that came with the kit. So I kind of want to say they're single flange hoops, but they're like, yeah, I guess they are. They've got like a little flangey thing here, and they're really straight. And the lugs, we'll get some shots after so you can see. The lugs like don't go through the hoop, they like hook over the hoop, which is really annoying, so when you undo them they will fall off.
I think another thing which I've literally just noticed is your hoops. These ones have like a kind of shroud for the edge of the skin, whereas that
as in, you can see the bearing, the skin edge.
That leaves the actual skin metal hoop part on display.
Pretty cool.
It's cool.
And absolute Rick Beato, with the lighter hoops, you get more resonance. So you'll hear, in fact I play, the toms ring out, and I've tuned the top and bottom to be the same. So you get like the max resonance. So with no snare. So pretty flat sounding, P-H-A-T, flat. And oh, actually, like Johnny, check out the other video. I have a small towel in my kick drum. Not because when I used to play, I have this kit down here, the wood natural colour per World Series. I had a massive fat off piece of foam in the kick, and that's one thing, that is a sound, but quite cool with the EMAD. It's got this piece of foam in the kick, which I probably won't be able to put back in now. But so without that, it's kind of boomy and a bit strange. Get back. But with it, it lets me have a good kick sound with limited damping, which is really cool. Here we go. That makes a lot of difference. And then with the snare on, I think toms sound better with the snare on. Do you know what I mean? So, there it is. Hardware. As you mentioned, I've got this, quite frankly, not very good tom mount for many reasons. One, as I said, this thing means it makes the kick really big, although it is a cool handle. Positioning the tom is really difficult, so it's taken me quite a few attempts to get this like that. And you can't, I'd rather have it a bit further back, I think, so I could sit closer to the kick. But because you can't, this mount here, you can't do like I couldn't move the drum back and have the angle I want. See what I mean? So that's a bit awkward. But it does work. And the bit here that's holding it onto this bit is about to fall off. If you, I might be able to get a shot, but it's held on with like a bent washer, which is bent. So no idea.
Solid.
Yeah. But it works. Can't complain. And I've got, we'll get another shot of this, or you might be able to see it there, DW9000 pedals, which was a big investment, but they're awesome. DW9000 kick with a standard beater, DW9000 hi-hat, and it's not like, you know, this is the only hardware I could have. I could have less expensive hardware, but I figured I'd never need to change it. Like it would just last. So that's really cool. It hasn't let me down. And I've got Velcro underneath them as well, so on carpet and stuff, it doesn't move around. The most annoying thing, which I'm sure you know, is when you play drums on like a wood floor, and the bass drum goes like this across the stage.
I once played in year 6 in Catherine's primary school. I once played on the stage. I was playing the old, I think, what was it?
Percussion Plus,
something like that, yeah. Absolute banger of a kit. I was just playing on the stage, right on the stage, and I was literally just playing normally, you know, a little kid, I wasn't even playing hard, and the kick drum fell off the front of the stage mid-performance, so that was spot on.
I had a similar, that's amazing. I had a similar thing at school, at secondary school, in house music. We were playing a tune, and I was right at the back of the stage, so that wasn't a risk, but it got so far away I could barely reach it, and there was like a pause in the song, and I reached in, grabbed the kick, and pulled it back, and carried on. But this doesn't happen anymore with Velcro. And even on a wood floor, it would be sweet, because like, they're quite heavy and rubber feet and all that stuff. So very happy with that. Cymbal stands are just, as far as I'm concerned, a cymbal stand is a cymbal stand. Whatevs. They hold the cymbals, they don't move about too much. And cymbals, I'm going to play a bit more on the cymbals and then come back. Yes, so I've got some K-Light 15-inch hi-hats. I just wanted like a big kind of fat sound and a nice wash, and they're absolutely awesome. So yeah, if you heard them, they're cool. 15-inch normal K-Lights, readily available still. This is a Sabian HHX Groove Ride, played by Zorro, which is one of my inspirations. Actually, talking of Zorro, I've got some Zorro signature sticks.
I think maybe we should do a series of Jimmy's signature sticks.
There is a bag full here. They're totally wrecked now, to be quite honest, but I just haven't thrown them away because they're quite cool. Yeah, so but it's cool. And true story, so not a good story. I ordered the traditional version and the brilliant version came. And I needed them for a week playing at a summer camp conference thing. So I had to just keep it. But it is really cool. I quite like it. It crashes really well, which is the main thing. It's a ride, but it is a crash as well. And it's got a really defined bell, which is cool for kind of funk stuff, like you heard earlier. So that's nice. 21-inch Groove Ride. And over here, this was an absolute find. Dream Bliss 20-inch Crash Ride, which I love. Crash rides are my favourite thing because it's 2-in-1 basically. It's got a really sweet ride sound and a really sweet big crash sound, and quite a cool bell, even though it's not defined, it's still cool. And I went to a guy's house who had a bunch of cymbals for sale. Tried out kind of every cymbal, and I was like, a bit too big, a bit too small, kind of looking for my Goldilocks cymbal. And then I went through all the cymbals, and I was like, And he goes, I've got one more. And it was like, he'd sold it, and then the guy never came to pick it up, so. And I bought it.
Sweet.
So, really cool. And something different, I think, because...
Well, yeah, you've always been a big fan of like the larger cymbals and like crashing on a massive cymbal.
Yeah. And wrecking everyone's ears in the front row.
No, it's good though, it's good, and obviously you play live quite a lot, so for projecting obviously across an audience, that's really good.
Yeah. On the other side though, if you play in a small venue, you do have to...
Just gonna kill people, yeah.
Literally, because it is well loud when you're like... when you're in, especially on, if the stage, imagine like this stage here is quite small. Imagine having like, 10, 20 people on that stage, it'd be like... Ear protection is the one.
True that.
But what's cool about this is I just get another ride. Something different, a different flavour. So like, back and forth between these two rides, they're very different. So yeah, there it is. The SJC.
Very nice.
What do you rex?
I think it's a very cool kit. I think it's a pretty unique kit. It's quite a lot of character.
Yeah, it's something different. Something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. So the things I like, it's different. It sounds big. Sounds really good. And it is surprisingly versatile. Like you were saying, like I feel like this would be fine in a huge, like a stadium thing with a big PA and massive thing. In a really small venue, it's too loud. So it's kind of the other end of the scale of the spectrum, but it seems to work for most things. And yeah, just really cool. Really like it.
Nice.
Criticisms. Hardware, design, not very well thought through. But it is a custom kit, so I feel like a lot of what they do is just to be different on purpose, and it's less actually about whether it's slick and easy to use, more about is it attractive and is it cool. So, there it is. Actually, while we're at it, I've just thought, I've got a couple more cymbals. that I often use. I'll be
Cool.
back. Johnny will keep you entertained. I'm back. Okay, look at this. We've got a plate with holes in it and a plate without. Okay, we've got Sabian AAX Ozone Crash 16-inch, which is again something a bit different, and a Zildjian K Dark Thin Crash 14-inch, which I think would go really well on your kit, actually. But I actually bought it for this stack. So the Ozone on its own sounds like this. So let me get plugged in. So that's cool on its own. And then with the K, you get like a... To be honest, it sounds really terrible, like out of context.
Yeah. Well, that is just what you want from a stack, really. Just that trashy.
Do you think it's alright?
Yeah.
You like it?
No, I like it.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's quite funny when I bought it second hand, went to the guy and I was like, I'm planning to do this, and I sort of like held it on my finger with the Ozone, and he was just like, what's that? But it's out of context, kind of bad sound, but yeah, there it is. It's the SJC. Play it on the regs. It sounds good.
Nice.
Cool. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next week. You're gonna have to start saying goodbye.
That might happen at some point.